Welcome to News Now Alberta. This is Special Ed. Today we are looking for the law in Canada to see if you're allowed to defend your home in Canada. There is a lot of gray area here, so we'll do the best we can to guide you through the law. This is a video from Cruz Law. He's a lawyer in Ontario.
You've probably seen the headlines. On August 18th of this year, a homeowner in Lindsay, Ontario confronted an intruder. By the way, the intruder allegedly had a crossbow, no less, who broke into his home. And now the homeowner is charged with aggravated assault and assault with a weapon. How on earth are we here? This has sparked a real national debate, hasn't it, about home invasion and the limits of self-defense. And I'll talk a little bit about this particular case and home invasions in general in the context of Section 34 and 35, self-defense and self-defense of property. But I'll tell you, a lot of people don't agree that this person should be charged, but we don't really know the facts. The police have the facts, and they'll have to sort that out in court, and we'll see how that goes. But okay, so under Section 34 of the Criminal Code, if someone breaks into your home and you perceive your life is being threatened, you're under imminent attack or you're being attacked or imminent threat, you're allowed to defend yourself. You're allowed to protect yourself or another person in your home. And as long as you use reasonable force, so the force can't be excessive.
I put up Section 34 of the Canadian Criminal Code if you want to pause the video and just read through it quickly.
My God, someone coming in with a crossbow, what are you going to do? I don't know. But obviously, this person's alleged to have assaulted them back with a weapon. It's a pretty shocking experience. I mean, I can't imagine in the middle of the night someone coming into my home with a crossbow. What do? Cower in the corner, defend myself, defend my wife? And then I wind up getting charged. The person obviously has some very serious life-threatening injuries, the intruder. But some would say, of course, if you break into someone's home with a weapon in your hands, what you're asking for it, kind of, right? But having said that, certainly we can't act excessively. Like, just as an example, if someone broke in with a baseball bat or a crossbow and I was able to subdue them with a ball bat or even, say, shoot them once because they're coming at me, you can't then keep attacking them, as an example. So I don't know what the facts are in this case. That'll come out, but I hope that it wasn't excessive here, and I hope the Crown comes to grips with this. There's been a number of home invasion cases in Ontario and Canada lately where the Crown's withdrawn. The police seem to err on the side of caution, in my mind, and lay the charges. I'm not sure what side of the debate you're on, but a lot of people feel our laws should protect homeowners more because in the shocking adrenaline of the situation of someone breaking into your home, are you way to the nicety of your blows? Are you going to go through all the checklists of the criminal court about, proportional force? How big is the person? Are they carrying a weapon? No, you act in the heat of the moment. Hopefully you don't go overboard, but I would think if someone's coming at you with a crossbow in their hands, you're entitled to take another weapon and attack them back and subdue them. And that might result in life-threatening injuries depending on where your weapon hit them, just as an example. So,
Like in the States, you shoot them and that's over with. You killed the guy that broke into your house and that's it. In Canada, you have to think, well, did I hit him too hard? Should I stop swinging the bat? Um, you got to think of all these things on the fly, and it's not easy to do. You're panicking. Like someone breaks into my house, I'll beat him until he can't move. Then I'm sure, that he's not hurting anybody in my family.
we've got this debate going on. We've got our politicians talking about it. We've got a lot of people online talking about it. But it seems like the weight of the debate is on the side of homeowners having more protective rights, because what am I supposed to do? Sit in my house and cower? Or am I entitled to protect my wife or my kids, or simply comply? Oh, the person's coming in, I'll let them do whatever they want. I'm just going to phone the police and cower in the corner. Well, some homeowners will protect themselves, and some people think that an intruder deserves what they get as long as the other person doesn't act excessively. But that's what our law says. It's different than many of the states where they have a castle doctrine where there's no duty to retreat and you can kind of take matters in your own hand within a certain level higher than Canada. But we've got a more conservative approach, if I might put it that way, where you can't do that. You can't act excessively or you wind up getting charged.
Now, our ex-Prime Minister Justin Trudeau had said to the media that if someone breaks into your home, you call 911 and you wait. You wait for the guy to shoot you in the head or beat the hell out of you, but you call 911 and you wait.
I guess the moral of the story is, I don't know what happens when someone comes in that. Most people are going to protect themselves, and hopefully most people act reasonably. And I truly hope that homeowner, I mean, a lot of people hope that they just get the charges withdrawn, but I'm not going to tell you what my side of the debate is. I'm sure, leave your comments as what you think of this and whatnot, and whether you think that Canada should change its laws to be more protective for homeowners. Because right now, for many people, it seems very unsatisfactory. And what I've noticed over the years, the police seem very much more quick to charge homeowners if the burglar, if I might put it that way, to use a U.S. term, gets hurt in any fashion. And all of a sudden you wind up getting charged. Can't imagine this. You're in the middle of the night, you're sitting in your bed, adrenaline's rushing, your life's under threat, and you're the one that gets charged. Does it make sense to you? I'll leave that rhetorical question with you. Boy, this has been a great day of videos. I've really enjoyed it. We're wrapping up our video session soon, and thanks to all our subscribers and viewers. And I hope you enjoy this topic, because it is a national firestorm debate right now about what a homeowner, how they can protect themselves given the limited extent that the law allows them to under Section 34 and 35 of the Criminal Code.
So check out Cruz Law. I'd love to have this guy as a lawyer if he was in Alberta. Of course, he's in Ontario and he only takes care of Ontario. But I'll leave a link to his page in the description. Now, it's very, like I said, gray area in Canada when it comes to using force. Now, Canadian law allows you to defend yourself or your property, but only with force that's reasonable under the circumstances. Now, the quick overview is that self-defense under Section 34. You can use force to protect yourself or others if you reasonably believe there's a threat and your response is proportional. Defending property under Section 35, you can stop someone from entering, damaging, or stealing from your property, but again, only with reasonable force. Lethal force, only justified if you're facing a threat of your life or serious bodily harm and have no other options. Now, this guy had a crossbow, so it should be a no-brainer. Weapons and firearms. Use of weapons, especially guns, is more difficult to justify as being reasonable in Canada, even on your own property. However, the use of a weapon or gun to defend yourself can be used to defend yourself from a threat with a knife or gun. You may be able to defend yourself by using a knife or gun. Now, the key factors court consider is immediacy of the threat, size, strength difference, presence of weapons, alternative to force, and proportionality. So if the guy has a knife but he's much smaller than you have to think about that in Canada. Like you have to take the time to think about, well, he is smaller, so can I attack him? Or, I am much bigger than him, or it's so stupid. Guy breaks into your house with a weapon, you should be allowed to defend yourself. No questions asked. What do you think of this? Let me know in the comments. Please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.